Welcome to Thanks for Tipping.
Are you guys enjoying this podcast so far?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know, because at this point, this is episode 8. We are 2 months deep.
2 months deep.
Wow.
And we actually read the comments.
We do. You know what? I always read my comments.
I had to take a step away.
Yeah.
Once it got to a place of maybe me not being ready to accept some like hate comments, because I don't know how you feel about hate comments, but like it's taken me a couple years to be fine with them. In the very beginning, when I started doing YouTube and started getting hate comments, it was really, really, really rough. It was really rough. And I was telling a friend of mine who is starting to do a few more things with the Good Mythical Morning, so she's getting like a bigger following. And so I was like, anytime that you are introduced to a bigger crowd, people are going to say shitty things, and you just have to be, that's the thing. The more eyeballs, the more hate you're going to have.
And I think I've been doing it for so long. I got the like first initial like wave in the early days. There's just like the most racist and like just mean things you could think of in the beginning. So I think it helped me get over it quickly. At first it was like, wow, why would you say this to me?
Totally.
And then it became like, come on, bro. Like, you can do better than that. Like,
right.
Be original. At least just be funny. I don't mind the hate. I don't even mind racist comments as long as they're funny.
Right.
Just be original.
Yeah.
And then, but every once in a while, as much as I preach, hey, like, forget the haters and, he who angers you controls you and shits like that. I'm like, there's still that one comment. I'll be laying in bed next to Chia. I'll be on my phone. I'll see a comment, and then she'll hear me like scuffling around. Yeah. She's like, "What are you doing?" I just gotta get my laptop, reply to this guy real quick, so I can write a paragraph to this guy. Hold on a second. And it's always the ones I don't give a fuck about the ones that like attack me physically or like say whatever, but it's the ones who think they know me and say some shit where it's like, someone just really makes an assumption, and then I'm like, let me just set this person straight real quick, and it's always a fucking double-edged sword, because someone's like, right. Oh, you replied, I must have hit a nerve. Must be something true there.
Oh, that's worse.
Oh, you're sensitive about it. LOL. Oh, you supposed to be a celebrity, but this little thing got you upset. I must have hit a nerve. I'm like,
right, so they got you twice.
I know.
Kick him while he's down.
It's so fucking annoying.
Oh, that sucks. I remember replying to a hate comment a couple years ago, and I wouldn't reply to, or I guess just didn't reply to like all of the positive ones, but that one negative one, you're like, I'm gonna say some shit. So I replied to it, and then they replied back immediately and was like, oh, I was just kidding. I just wanted to see if you would like. I'm like,
I know.
Traps.
You know what I do now? If I am going out of my way to reply to a negative comment, I make sure to reply to 2 positive ones.
Yeah, totally.
Just to balance it out. One time between, while we're on that subject, and I've definitely told this story before, but there used to be this guy consistently left negative comments on my videos, right? Let's say his name was like fucking Seltzer Water 69.
Nice.
I could look forward to seeing a fucking annoying negative comment from Seltzer Water 69.
And you know what that is? Engagement.
Engagement, and he's just a fan, right? And one day, I was doing a meet and greet in Vancouver. At a club in Vancouver.
And you met Seltzer Water 69?
Fuck it, this dude walks up, he's like, hey man, it's me, Seltzer Water 69. I was like, what? That's you? And he's like, hey man, I'm actually a big fan. I just like messing around. I was like,
oh my God.
I took a picture and I was like, God.
You took a picture with him and you were like, don't let this guy into the next one.
Yeah, right? And then we kissed.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole.
So many mixed signals. Oh God.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's always annoying when you feel like you've wasted so much energy, and then you realize it's like an 8-year-old from Oshkosh, Wisconsin or something.
I know.
But whatever, man. It's all part of the game.
It is.
Why did we start talking about this again?
Why did we start talking about this?
There was a reason.
Was there?
Negative comment.
I don't think there was.
Hater comment.
I think maybe we just started.
Hate comment.
No, we can do it.
There was something. Does it matter?
What was the impetus of this conversation?
Oh, I've been eating healthy, so I'm not as impetus anymore. Like after me and Chia had kids, there was a little bit. I was maybe drinking too much.
Nice.
But
Nice.
Thanks. It's all right. A little bit of a reach, but
Yeah, it was a reach. It actually wasn't nice. I was just trying to yes and you like a good co-host.
You don't need to do
But
all
really,
that. You don't
that
need
was
to do all
bad.
that. No. I won't take that. I will not accept that.
Impetus. So December 1st is the the season.
That's way worse.
It's pretty bad. Well, impetus is hard in general.
Oh, just like the opposite of me
Yes.
when I was,
Right.
All right. Hey, checking in. How are you? What's good?
Oh, what is good? I'm not going to get too into this because I don't like this person. I have low dopamine and it's a new person in my orbit.
All right.
But I am excited to see I'm going on a hike with someone. And first of all, I hate hikes. And I only said yes because one, my Pilates class was booked today. And two, this guy is so opposite of me that I'm like, maybe I can learn a way to like it.
Okay.
Like I'm seeing it through his eyes.
Okay. Well, I think that is an admirable thing that you're doing. And if I was a man, does he know that you don't like hikes?
Not yet. I'll tell him.
While you're on it, if you're like, you know what, normally,
Verbosely.
yeah. Well, don't overdo it. I was gonna say,
Well, I won't. Yeah.
if I was on a
tell me.
hike date with someone and she's
Yeah.
like, you know, normally I don't normally go on hikes, but I wanted to, do it for you. I'm like, bang, green flag.
Yeah.
But then if you kept bitching about it,
I won't bitch about it.
God, it's so hot. God, I'm so itchy. God, I'm so thirsty. Oh my God, how long is this? Oh my God, we're going up this way. Ugh.
It won't be that. I am excited because just interesting. My whole thing. You got to be friends first.
Yeah.
Before anything else, and yeah.
What don't you like about hikes?
I don't like that. This sounds so. I'm an indoor cat.
Yeah.
Right. This is why I chose this profession.
Yeah, same.
To stay inside.
Word.
So I don't like walking for no reason.
That's valid.
And I understand that like the hike is literally the epitome of enjoy the journey. It's about the journey, not the destination. But I'm like, what is at the top of the mountain? Like there has to be something worth.
Give me something.
Give me something.
Yeah. What? And he's like, here's your gift. Oh, do you like hikes now?
But it's him with a microphone and he's not even kissing me.
Here's your prize. We're gonna do a podcast episode. ASMR kissing.
I'd be like, let's go, entrepreneur. Let's go, maker.
I'm not a fan of hikes either.
Because why?
I don't know. If I'm gonna exercise, I'd rather to be like just inside.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll be outside if the exercise is more exciting.
Yeah.
Walking? No. I'm not going to talk about walking. I mean, like it's a privilege to walk, so I'm not going to go into that.
I mean, yeah. I don't hate hikes, but I don't go on hikes.
Yeah.
If I was like chilling and it wasn't too hot of a day,
Yeah.
and someone was like, let's go on like Runyon is like, it's not even that nice. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like what? Like if there was like a stream,
Yes.
and like cool flowers and shit.
That's what I'm saying. What is the point? Like okay, wait, I think I get it. I think that I get the point is beautiful views,
Okay.
which I like as a visual artist.
Yeah.
However, I don't know. I think I have a screw loose because I feel like it doesn't hit me as much as it should. Like I'm like, yeah, pretty. But if I was inside with a beautifully designed restaurant, I'd be like gawking and salivating. Like I'm just like, okay.
You know, I mean, we might be just like, maybe it's very just LA of us, but we can drive up to the view.
Listen, I will drive anywhere.
Yeah.
I think that's a difference. Even like I remember dating someone from Chicago years and years and years ago, and he would walk everywhere, and I don't want to do that. I will take any other transportation aside from walking unless it's so close.
Look, this is Los Angeles, cuz we don't fucking walk out here, all right?
We don't walk out here. The anti-New
I'm
York.
not walking here.
I'm not walking here.
Yeah, man. It's like, it's to the point where even if I'm walking anywhere for more than a couple blocks, I'm like, wow, I feel like I'm back in New York, huh? Wow, I feel like I'm back on the East Coast. It's just me going to like 7-Eleven.
I know.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Not for me. If someone invited me on a hike, like, yeah, sure, date shit, fine, right? Cool. Let's go on a cute hike. I think that's a good first date.
Because there's no other like things you can talk.
Yes.
Something to do. It's not weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like I like any first date where it kind of forces a a casual conversation. But then also, it's like when you're any type of shit where you're like kind of distracted but also talking, right? Where it's like like a fucking wine and sip. Oh, I mean like a sip and paint type situation or a hike.
I love wine and sip.
No paint. It's just let's just drink wine
at different speeds. I love that. Well, a wine and sip could be like a lineup of all these different flights of wines, but color coded. So it could be like orange, like from white wine to orange wines to red wine. So it's still like painting.
Or it's like I hate hikes.
Yeah.
Oh,
is this a joint?
No, it's your whining.
Oh, nice. Oh, wine and wine.
Whoa.
Wine and wine.
Fire.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a nice place just where people can like drink and argue or not argue but complain.
Or wine and wine. This right here. I hate going on walks.
I hate it.
Wow.
Wine and wine.
I'm so good.
Wow.
I'm a rapper.
I am a rapper. Let everyone know. Wow.
Well, I hope you have fun on your date.
Thank you so much.
Are you calling it a date? Is it a date?
I will. I think I'm going to try to do different approach with this one.
Okay.
Because every time that I say it's a date, there's too much pressure and
Why label it?
Why label it?
Makes things complicated.
Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna go with the vibes being pending. Vibe pending date. In my mind it's a date, but I'm trying to tamper my expectations of being upset with men, to be honest. Like I'm not trying to get let down again. So I'm just like, okay, let's see what you got.
Let's see what happens. It's like it's like a hike. It leads to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna
Right. Exactly.
If anything, maybe it's a nice view at the very least.
Yeah, at the very least, it is substituting my Pilates class.
There you go.
Yeah. Checking in with you.
Oh yeah. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good.
Starts crying.
I feel great.
Okay, great. You're feeling good?
I'm feeling really good. I think even with some like I don't want to say like upsetting things in the first quarter of the year, but there is some shit that like it's kind of like that I kind of got to deal with, like some
Oh,
some
yes.
But it's like it's nothing that is not manageable. Mm-hmm. And also depending on how you look at it, it's just another reason to get back on my shit and work harder. And whenever I feel like something like that has like entered the universe, I just feel like that is like God in the universe just giving me a reason to stop bullshitting and get back on my shit.
Yeah, a little fire.
Yeah. It almost feels like sometimes when I'm getting too comfortable, even when I'm mentally being like, you know what, you've been too comfortable, you gotta get back on your shit. And then like God, like everyone else, is like, hey man, you're bullshitting. God's like, let me give you a reason to fucking get off your ass and get back to work.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So there's that where it's like annoying, but it's not something I can't fix and not something that would like ruin my day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm feeling excited for Q2.
Q2.
Yeah.
I know. I've been hearing a lot of people say that there feels like this year is just starting, which is real in so many different ways. I mean, like from like being in LA with the fire situation has kind of halted everything.
Word.
But also kind of in a more spiritual, like earth way, is that the real year starts in March. Like December, January, February are still winter months. And only the Gregorian calendar says January 1st is the start of the year. Otherwise, it's like the solstice or some shit. It's like daylight savings. I'm not sure. I would have to look it up.
See?
But yeah.
And that's interesting because the end of March is like Thai New Year as well.
Yeah.
Thai, Lao, Cambodian. It's called TLC New Year.
TLC New Year.
Yeah, Thai, Lao, Cambodia. Our New Year is like end of March around this time.
That's the way that it should be because it's going off of the sun. Yeah. Americans, well, not just Americans, but I guess I don't know who to blame.
Yeah.
But some person...
The whites!
Some person said that this is how it should be, and we're all just like, okay. But if we're like really living with the earth of it all,
okay,
it is March.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yes.
Winter should be the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just December winter, but like real winter.
That is correct.
And then like that ends, and then when that ends, spring.
Yes.
It should start with spring.
I agree. Yes, because that's when things are blooming and starting.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I have this line in the song I did with Tori Kelly. It's reminding me of it, where I say she's got me feeling like spring in past tense, and it's supposed to be like she got me feeling sprung. And I know that's kind of like a heady bar, but I say afterwards.
No, I like it.
Thanks. I do one of those like you probably won't get that right away type shits.
Yeah.
And then like so. I thought way more people would get it. And some people do get it.
Yeah.
But like went to go check comments like maybe like a year ago, and there's like people arguing about what I meant with that.
Oh.
And some people are like, no, it's like, like spring, like his dick is hard, like he's getting hard, like it's wrecked. I was like, what? No, sprung, the T-Pain song, sprung.
That's funny.
Silly fucking kids, man.
Silly fucking kids.
Well, I hope you have a great hike, and I hope that Q2 is great for all of us.
I think it will be.
I think so too.
I don't know astrologically what is going on for 2025, but I feel better this year about things than I have in the past 5.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you started a podcast.
I know.
Look at that.
Look at it.
I think Q2 will have some ads on this month.
Woo! Bro, I'm so excited for the live shows because I have performance anxiety and I stopped performing because I literally was going to die. And so I'm really excited to do it in a new way now. Okay. I love the idea of like a variety show.
Okay.
Where it's like, just do all the things that we love to do, music and dancing and drums and rapping and like whatever. We can do whatever. Of course, it could be podcasting too.
No.
But like, but like it could be wrapped up in a whole thing and so exciting and fun.
How long have you been taking your drum lessons now?
It's been like a year.
How do you feel about it?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
My next lesson, I'm going on Wednesday, and I'm going to ask him to like teach me how to do syncopated playing so I could play to rap music. Basically like Travis Barker, DJ AM stuff. So I'm like going specifically because I'll just like jam at my house with like just whatever music. So that's helping me just like get better at playing and jamming, but I want to enhance like specific words.
That's fire.
I know, I'm excited.
I feel like I'm a really good air drummer. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll listen for the fucking tss, and I'll hit the tss
yeah, we need
when it's time to hit the tss, and I'll fucking hit my foot for the bass and for the big one. Is it the bass?
Yeah, kick drum.
The kick drum
and bass, same thing.
Yeah, word.
Word.
I'm in there.
I'm in that shit.
Yeah.
I'm in that. Tss.
You play any other instruments?
No, I tried to pick up the bass during COVID, but it was too heavy.
Oh, for real?
No, I'm kidding. It was too boring.
Boring.
How
many times can you
it's like, I'm sure people can shred on the bass, but like, I don't know, for me, I just, as a dancer, like, I want to be moving. And so I think that drums are really similar to dancing in so many ways, not even just the physical ways, but like, if I'm choreographing something, I'm going to accent different words or different like backbeats with my body. So instead of me having to do that standing, I can just do that sitting.
That makes sense.
It's the exact same thing. It's so amazing and great for my knees.
Yeah. Fun. Yeah, I think my mom wanted to put me in so many music lessons as a kid, and as a little kid, I'm like, meh.
What did you do as a kid?
What I do? Drew pictures and.
Oh, cool.
And I don't know what else did I do. I was drawing a lot, just a little drawing boy.
Whoa! So is that what you didn't go to college for drawing, but that's when you figured out that you were artistic?
When I was a little kid. Yeah. When I was a little kid, I just liked to draw. I wanted to be an animator. I wanted to like design rides at Disneyland. Like initially that was like my graphic design when I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
Figuring out like, oh, maybe I'll do drawings for a living.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? That was kind of like part of it. And then, in elementary school, got into like, you know, drama and, you know, did musicals in high school, shit like that.
I wish I was in drama.
You would have killed it.
Except
But
for
you don't like acting.
I don't like acting in the stage fright. Like, I am still stage fright. I just have to pretend like it's not going anywhere.
Well, when did you realize that you were like a good dancer?
I was a cheerleader first, and then so in cheerleading and all-star cheerleading, there's a part of the routine where there's like a little dance break before all of the cross tumbling. So it's like a little diversion away from people getting ready to do like tricks.
Word.
So it's like, okay, we're gonna make you focus on this little dance break, and in that dance break, my coach had put me like front and center for that little mini prep, and I didn't know why. Didn't think I had like rhythm or anything. And then afterwards, she was like, you should come try the dance team.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, well, I barely, we can't even afford this.
Yeah.
So like, I can definitely not do that. But she was like, just come. The first one's free. Just see how you like it. And I went and instantly was like, this is so fun, and I'm so much better at this than cheerleading.
I see.
And I didn't have to worry about people falling on my head or me falling on my head if I'm doing a backflip. Like, it was just, the stakes were so much lower, and it was easy. So that is when I first...
Fun. This is high school or college?
This is high school.
Okay.
But I guess before that, when I was like doing 4th of July dances with my cousins, so I'd like choreograph and like make outfits and stuff.
Have fun.
Yeah, I've always been just making shit.
Cute.
Yeah.
The coach of the Steppers like squad wanted me to join in high school.
I could see that for you.
Just because I was like, I could dance. I could dance.
Yeah, I can see
but
that.
I wasn't like a dancer.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Even like anytime I've attempted to do like choreography, which is only not a lot, I've probably tried like twice.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so hard to remember shit though.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
the hardest shit for me. Even in every aspect of my life, actually. Like
Memory?
Yeah.
Are you bad at memory games?
I'm good, like for when I would take a test in school,
Yeah.
I could look at the shit right before the test, go in, get an A, and then forget it immediately.
So short-term memory, good.
Yeah. But I don't know, man, like I did a video with Steezy, and like remembering everything was like so hard.
I gotta see this.
Oh, you've never seen it?
No.
I'll show you.
Oh my God, I love that.
And it was hard. But I'm also like, I don't want to look dumb. So I was like, we gotta do it again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To the point where everyone was like so sweaty. I was like, and he's like, I think we got a good one. I'm like, fine. But and then like even like when I'm performing my raps and shit, there's still like songs I performed for years I'll fuck up lyrics to. You know what I'm saying? To the point where sometimes I'll tell people, I'm like, hey yo, I might fuck this up. I might forget some shit.
I like that. When I see people like Sabrina Carpenter or somebody else, I don't know, I've just seen people on TikTok like forget the lyrics.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that because I'm just like, I don't know, I guess unless it was my favorite lyric that I wanted them to say.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't forget like Cruel Summer if it's like the name of the song.
Right.
You can't forget it. But I kind of like I like seeing people be human on stage.
Yeah, man, it's just, it kind of became my thing, you know?
To forget your lyrics?
Yeah.
Okay, word.
And like, but it was like, I had to tell people, the thing about it is, I if I record a song, I don't listen to myself over and over and over again, usually. Like, I'll listen to it to really like make sure it's how I wanted it to be.
Right.
But I don't like casually put on my own songs. You feel me?
Right, yeah.
So I wouldn't really. So sometimes it would be a song people would want me to perform, and I'm like, I don't know it, guys. I just don't know it.
Whoa.
You know? Or here's what I did one time. I was fucking up. I cannot remember. So I started pretending like the microphone was cutting out. Like, so I was doing this.
God,
I was in the middle of like, so. I don't know. And then I'd say the bar. I remember
That's good.
spring in past tense.
That's good, but they hear that. They hear you go.
They hear my mouth going. Yeah, man.
Silly.
It's tough, you know?
Wow. You know what song I love to this day? Airplanes and Terminals.
Oh, my song. Oh man, that's one of my classic.
I love the rap in it. I think it's so the whole song all together, no notes, love it, replay.
Oh, thank you, Batoon. You know,
Yeah.
that song originally, Andrew had like a different version of it, and then I was like, bruh, I love this. Get me on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then we did a version, different beat. The other rapper, we recorded his name, shout out to G7. He recorded his shit.
I want a rapper name.
And then we'll come up with one.
Okay.
By the end of the show.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like a nickname where you can't give it to yourself.
You can.
I guess. Okay, we'll workshop it. Okay, B2.
I mean,
what's the name? G7.
Yeah. What?
G7. I was like, are we playing Battleship?
That's funny.
Thank you. Okay, so G7 what?
And he recorded his part for the new beat. I did my shit. And I was like, all right, let's shoot a music video. Went to Vegas. I rented out I got like a room at this boutique hotel, invited all my like Vegas peoples and some other people. We shot like a quick music video. And man, that's probably like, I mean, as far as one of my songs, it's like probably one of my most streamed songs ever.
So
I mean,
good.
it's Andrew's. It's mainly Andrew, but you know me
Yeah.
and Andrew.
Yeah.
I love that song.
It's so good.
Thanks.
If we do a live show, maybe we do a pop-up.
Andrew pop in?
Yeah.
I always have that fool pop in when I perform.
I love it, the idea of surprise guests.
Yeah.
I love that. Surprise guests, surprise games, surprise. I like surprises when I'm the one doing them.
Dude, I came out during D-Pride. Well, he's Russell
You're
now.
gay?
Not D-Pride.
No,
Not
you
D-Pride.
said I came out.
Well, I came out during D-Pride. D-Pride concert.
Okay.
I came out during D-Pride. D-Pride had a show in
That's
LA.
really good.
Yeah, that like
Yeah,
lined up perfect.
The universe was like,
Here's your joke of the day. D-Pride, aka Russell now. He had a show in LA recently, and he's like, bro, you should come out because we have a song called Homegirl that did really well a couple years ago. And this was another one where I'm like, let me make sure I remember all my lyrics. Mm-hmm. But people had no idea I was coming out. So when I came out, they went crazy. I didn't even have to fucking say my shit because it was so loud. It felt so good. Those are the times I'm like, maybe I miss performing.
I know.
Yeah, it's a good time.
We'll do it again.
We will.
I like the idea of performing at a live podcast show. I like the idea of a show. I like the idea of like, oh, here's the run of show. Here are things. You know what it is? And this is kind of the same thing as like I was talking about the hiking thing. Mm-hmm. Make it worth it. Whatever it is, make it worth it. If I'm paying a ticket, leaving my house, getting dressed, getting a car, sometimes paying for parking, make it worth it.
Do you know where you're going hiking yet?
No.
How fire would it be? Now, mind you, this is just to get to know each other situation.
Yeah. It's a vibe check.
But how fire would it be if you get to the top of the hike and there's like a picnic?
That'd be fucking crazy.
How fire.
That'd be crazy.
Tip bang bang.
Tip bang bang.
That is a first date banger right there.
Banger. Okay, well,
pretend it's a regular hike.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, don't put that in my head because I'm literally.
No, don't expect shit.
Don't
expect shit. This is you and him just getting to know each other on a hike. But if you know it's a date,
yeah.
Set her expectations low with a regular ass walk. And then at the top, fucking picnic, bottle of champagne. Oh my God, that's a banger. You know what my dad did one time? This is so fucking fire. He took this girl to the park, and next to like the lake or wherever it was, he set up a picnic. And then, but I don't think the picnic was there. There was like a string, and he pulled on the string, and in the water, fucking bottle of wine.
That's iconic.
Had that shit ready.
That's sick.
Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Damn. There should be like a book of things like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or like book of things of like that impressed you. Like I remember I was dating this guy and there was this book. It was like a very small book, but of stories of the afterlife.
Okay.
An incredible book. Amazing read. So fun. So insightful. Really like thinky. And he bought me 2 of them. And he was like, I don't know if he said, I know you're going to like this so much or if he liked it so much, but basically he knew that it was so good that he gave me 2 so that I could gift one to somebody else.
Dang.
Right?
That's a banger.
I know.
That's so good.
I know. You need like a book of bangers where it's like the little wine on a string, the 2 book gifting. Like there's got to be things like that.
You know what a girl did one time? I was like 20 and I thought it was so cute. This girl I just began to start talking to, she was like, so like I went online and just like printed out some like Thai phrases, and she started like trying to learn Thai phrases just to be cute. She's like, yeah, you know, like what if I like meet your parents or something? I'm like, this is adorable.
Well, I like that it's adorable, because if the other girl that you didn't like when you weren't ready to date did that, you would be like, fuck that shit.
Relax.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But good to know it was cute.
I thought it was super cute. Yeah,
Cute.
Yeah. And I'll tell you something, just to take it sexual real quick.
Always a quick little detour.
Just because it reminds me of
Little
things.
dick detour.
Little detour.
Little detour.
Whoa. Something. And this, I wasn't even dating this person. It was like a random hookup during the random hookup days. But like it was after the coitus sesh, and we're in the shower, and I thought this was so fucking cute. She like washed my penis off with soap. And in my head, I'm like, that is so cute.
Wait, and you liked it because why? It showed that she cared. It showed that.
Yeah. I just thought it was like a thoughtful, cute thing.
Oh.
Like, we're just in the shower, and she was like, and she was washing me, and I was like, that fucking cute.
Cute.
I low key, I'm gonna like put it in a movie because I just think it's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll add that.
Add that to the book. I'm not mad. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Hello? What's up, you guys? I've been watching Megan since Tim kicked her out of the show, and I've been watching Tim since the OG YouTuber days, since like the first 2 years that he started. But yeah, so Megan Batoon, thank you for being so open with your relationship and dating life, comma. What will it take for a person to want to be a part of your life? You know, for that special person. What does it take? Love you guys.
What does it take?
I think what does it take to be that man or woman in Megan Batoon's life? I think that's the question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
That I've decided this year,
Okay.
I think, is I have done so much work on myself to heal, to be the best version of myself, to show up for myself, and like have my steady foundation to where if you're coming in, you have to be adding to my life in some way. Whether that is inspiring or supporting or opening up my mind, something that I can't do alone and only enhances or expands.
Okay.
I do not need or want a distraction. I don't my dreams are here. If you can meet me and help me, it has to just be in alignment.
Okay.
That is what it's going to take.
All right.
What is happening in your brain?
I'm trying to narrow it down for the men out there who are like, I got a car. I got a GED. My mom's a chef. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to narrow it down for somebody who might be watching like, you know what? That's my wife I'm watching on this podcast. How do I make this happen?
And how would you say that? If you were sitting watching somebody on TV.
Okay.
And you're like, that's my wife. How do I get them?
If I was a single boy watching a YouTuber who I enjoyed podcast who has said, you know what? She's open to dating, potentially open to something at this point in her life. My first plan of attack would be to leave humorous comments on your Instagram posts.
Yeah.
To try and stick out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If I could get you to like a comment or two, then I'm like, okay, she's noticed me. I'll probably keep that plan going for a little bit, just so you can familiarize yourself with my name and face.
Yeah.
And then potentially, maybe I'd reply to a story or two, see if that does anything. Then I would attempt a DM.
Such like high stakes for me. I remember being on Raya and I like DM or like I messaged somebody. I never reach out first. And I reached out. They didn't say anything.
Can you tell me about Raya?
Yeah, what do you want to know? Oh, yeah, because you have never been on a dating app because
No.
you were already married when they came out.
Pre all that, yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay, yeah, ask me anything.
So Raya, if you
AMA.
don't, yeah, let's do it.
Let's not.
Raya, if y'all don't know, is like it was like the exclusive, like you have to be approved,
Yeah.
to be a part of Raya, and it's like they call it like it's like the celebrity dating app.
Yeah, and it is, yes, exactly, exclusive and hard to get into vibes, and it's like really expensive now.
It's expensive,
Bro, it's $25 a month.
What? When
Yeah.
you were on it, was it a paid thing?
Yeah, when I first got on, it was like $7 a month.
Okay. And were there legit like celebrities on there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And how does it work?
It's the same thing as like a normal dating app. The only difference was, there was like a slideshow. There was like a slideshow movie. Other than that, it's the exact same thing. Name, age, what you're looking for.
But it probably feels a little like I don't want to say safer, but yeah, safer when it's like everyone's pre-approved and it's like people who are in your line of work.
Exactly. I think that's really what it is. It's like, yeah, you're getting approved. That, I guess that part is like, sure, okay. I guess not safer, but it's you're more in the realm of people that are like-minded.
Yeah, and
because
it's
it's a
not
bunch
like
of like entertainers and like comedy or makers.
Right.
So everybody is kind of like doing the same thing.
Yeah, not like a stalker who's been on your page for 10 years.
Yeah, right. In that case, yeah, definitely safer.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's so interesting. So you said you slid you never reach out, you slid into a DM and you didn't get a reply.
No, I don't think it was I'm not really good at flirting first.
Okay.
I'm not good at flirting first.
All right.
I think when somebody flirts first, that I understand that they're down
Yeah.
and I can like yes and it. But if I'm the one to start, that's why I don't like Bumble. Like it's like women make the first move. It's like I didn't choose it. I didn't choose this life.
You're like, what's next? I gotta open a door.
I know. Like we are going backwards. We're going backwards.
That's so interesting, man. I mean, I've always said like, I think if I was single during that time, I think it would have been a fun time.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy the courtship stage.
I know.
I know that's not the usual feeling, but I think it's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun. I've decided that I'm going to have fun with this one. Mm-hmm. Fun first.
Well, that's fun.
It is fun. It is fun.
So let's see. Someone who improves your life in some way.
Yeah, I think you just have to add to it. I think that like when you're looking for a partner, literally partner, the word partner is like in a team. We're doing this together. So it's like this haircut guy, when we were talking at this party, we were talking to a group of people and then he had like said something about like standards. And I was like, I've never heard a man talk about having standards. So I'm like, oh, this seems like something that could enhance my life. It's basically like you want someone to be like the salt to your entree. Okay. Like they're not going to be the everything. Like they shouldn't fill you. They shouldn't like fill a hole in you.
Yeah,
they should complement the flavors that you already have going for
100%.
You are the meal, they're the garnish.
Yes, because you don't want someone that you need to be fulfilled.
Right.
You got to fulfill yourself.
100%.
Yeah. All right.
What about you? If you were single,
yeah,
what would this person have to have in order for you to even be like, yes, this is worth me?
To be like a potential girlfriend relationship. Let's take the whole I'm a divorcee and kids aspect out of it. Because that's a lot of layers.
Yes.
Because I don't have to be like, is she a good mother? Is she gonna be a good mother to my kids?
Well,
like, stepmother, shit like that.
I think that's important.
Okay.
At this point in my life, like I'm not sure if I want to have kids, but if whoever comes into my space, I have to be like, is this person going to be a good father if I want that?
For sure. Yeah. I mean, okay, so that's another thing for you, potentially. Because you're getting there, like to a point where you would, if you met somebody nice, it would be a long-term commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, if I was single at this day and age, in this juncture in my life, for some reason, if I happen to be single, Well, realistically, if I was single now, I feel like I don't know if I would.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But definitely, it would be somebody who I would have no issue with bringing around my kids at some point, right? Somebody who is mature enough to handle a complex relationship where there's baby mama involved. But then also, I'm always looking, sense of humor first.
100p.
Sense of humor first.
Absolutely.
And shit, man, it's been so long since I've even really had to think about that. Like, what would it take to be in a relationship with current me right now?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Shit, man.
Sense of humor. For sure, not somebody. I'm not trying to be a sugar daddy. So somebody who was like
pulling their own weight.
Yeah, pulling their own weight. I mean, you don't have to make more than me.
Yeah.
But like I'm not trying to adopt a third child either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's real.
Yeah, and of course, like, and I think at this juncture in my life, I would just need somebody who was like really just. Everything that comes to mind just sounds so broad. Like someone is like gonna hold me down and be supportive.
But that's real.
Yeah,
And I really do think that is it too. Yeah, I really love that.
Because like now it's like the last thing I want is any type of drama, any type of pettiness. Like someone who is just like down for me.
Yeah.
Have my back, make me laugh.
Yeah.
And be a freak.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Those are the three things.
Yeah, to be open to my weird shit. I think that's a big thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the older we get, and the more just kind of aware of who you are as a person, that you're fucking weird and you don't care that you're weird.
Yeah.
And you need somebody who's gonna not judge you and just be open to the weirdness
and like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes that is even better. Yeah. Like, yeah. Being weird is awesome, and I think that for so long it was not like safe to be weird, but the more I show my weirdness and the more that I accept all of the weird parts about me, it makes me more comfortable, more exciting to be around, and better.
Well, let me ask you this, Batoon. What should a potential Batoon partner be cautious of? Dun, dun, dun.
Good question! What should they be cautious of? Well, cautious. I guess it really depends on the person too, of like, because something that could be cautious to somebody else is not to somebody else. But I do talk a lot about the same thing.
Okay.
If I am spiraling.
All right.
So somebody that can understand and ask the questions of like, do you want my opinion? Do you want a listening ear? Do you want like just kind of like checking in with how verbally process, or just like understands like because I think I got it now. I think I understand when I talk too much about one thing and I go, okay, I'll just talk to chat about this. So I think the thing cautious is I also get hyper fixated over one thing.
Okay.
So like right now I'm only listening to Wicked. Yeah. So to be cautious, just be aware that this is always going to be playing.
Word.
So
Not someone who's gonna get annoyed at
yeah.
that.
and if you are, then you can like go into your room.
Right, and not make a stink about it.
And not make a stink. I do think that whenever I end up with somebody long term, I think I do want to have separate rooms. We can sleep together in the same room, but have like separate
space
studios.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, like my design studio is mine. You're not allowed in there. Oh, you can be in there, but like this is my space.
Yeah.
Your studio is yours, and then our bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's helpful, especially when you know how you operate and just how you are in terms of like your own personal space and world. You know what I'm saying? For sure. It's like sometimes Chia just needs to go to the back of the house, get on the laptop. I like to just be in my little area doing my thing. And then when we feel like being next to each other and not talking,
yes.
Like if she's doing her hair, I'm like, well, if you're down, I can just edit next to you.
So cute.
Yeah. So she'll be watching her shows, doing her hair, and I'm just on my computer with my headphones editing. You know, and
I love
it's great. No need to talk to each other.
Yeah. Lame. Parallel play. That's what that's called. When you do two things next to each other, but they're different, and you're just in the same space doing your individual activities.
I love that. Like we're at Starbucks.
Yes. Yeah. Parallel play.
And I'll tell you this from my experience as a man. When you would say, like, you know, sometimes you would like someone who would ask, like, do you want my opinion on this, or do you want just a listening ear?
Yeah.
I feel like 90% of the time, women just want an ear.
Just want to hear.
They don't want the solutions. I had to learn that from past relationships.
Yeah.
Where someone was like, can you just support me?
Yeah.
Stop trying to fix it. I'm like, oh,
I know.
Sorry.
Because here's the thing about women. We can do anything. We will figure it out. What we need right now is for you just to go, that sucks.
Yeah. They think they can figure it out. So you just got to let them.
Yeah, right. If women ran this world, it would be much different.
Hey, I agree. You know, we might agree for different reasons, but I agree. All right, should we do another question?
Yeah, hit it.
Hello? Hi, Megan and Tim. This is Aleli from Stockton, California, and I have a question for both of you guys in different kinds of ways, and it has to do with parenthood and having children. Tim, you're being an excellent dad. How did you know you and Chia were ready to start having kids? Like, what was all set up, like, financially and mentally? And also, for Megan, what would it take for you to feel ready to have children if you decide you want some? Because I'm also on the fence about that. Me and my girlfriend were like, baby fever would be excellent parents, but also just like, how do we know and what lines up for it? Obviously, with two women, the decision is a lot more involved, and you know, it is not as accidental as it can be for straight couples. But anyway, yeah, so for Tim, just want to know, how do you know you're ready with Chia? And Megan, what qualities do you look for in like a future father or whatever? How do you know you'd feel ready? What would, I guess, influence or convince you? Not convince, but you know, yeah, make your own decision kind of thing. Yeah, I would love to know. Please help. I don't know if I want to be a mom. I kind of do.
Thank you. Shout out to Stockton, Bay Area. What's good?
Oh, Bay Area?
Yeah.
I wish I was from the Bay Area so bad.
The Bay's fun. The Bay is fun.
The Bay is fun.
I love the Bay. I get so much love in the Bay.
I bet.
Yeah. I love the Bay. Shout out to the whole Bay Area.
Bay Area.
Yeah,
how'd you know you were ready?
Well, first thing is like, you like you said, you don't have to worry about no accidents.
Right.
Our babies, it was no accident. Everything was very planned. Down to, you know, ovulation days and shit, you know. So it was all thought out. And, you know, I think for one, we spent a long time without babies, and we were, you know, we did the long distance for like 7 years, and then we were married for like 2 years before we decided, hey, let's try and make a baby.
Cool.
And I think we always talked about it. We both knew we wanted kids. I wasn't sure about how many I wanted. Shit was set on 4 initially.
Damn, yeah. Brady Bunch head ass.
Yeah. Jackson 5 head ass. She initially wanted 4. That was her plan, you know. And initially I was like, yeah, 4, let's do it. Cool. Is that what you want to do? Let's do it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we had the first, you know, and then, so we were supposed to go to Tokyo 2020. That was my plan. We're going to Japan. It was on the fucking calendar.
Oh.
We're going to Japan. And then, you know, pandemic.
Mm-hmm. Japandemic.
Yeah. God damn it. And then we were like, well, should we make a baby?
Oh my God. Cool.
Like,
yeah, like our schedule freed up.
Yeah. We ain't going nowhere.
Right.
And it was kind of like, and I think.
Oh, what a great time.
Yeah. It was ideal, actually.
Right.
And I think we both kind of were just like, felt like ready.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a lot of conversations though. And I think we were both just kind of like, you know what? yeah, I think I could. And she's like, yeah, I think so too. And then we like timed it all out. I wanted a Pisces baby like me. I thought, I was like, I love myself. I would want to have a Pisces like me. And then goddamn Veda threw it all off and came a week early. She's an Aquarius. Yeah.
Okay.
And not that I really believe in all that, but I
Yeah,
kind of do.
yeah,
I kind of don't. I kind of do. But yeah, so financially, we knew we were good. And I think,
Because aren't diapers like $1 million?
they're so expensive. I mean, you go through so many. They shit and piss so much.
Damn.
And so, and for Chia's a very thought out, planned out person. Like she would have never if we randomly got pregnant, we would have made it work and we would have been fine. But I think we thought we were ready.
Yeah.
Financially, mentally.
That's great.
Timing wise, it worked out. You know what I'm saying? I think for us, we'd been together a long time and we just knew what it was.
Yeah.
And everything felt like it was the perfect time.
Oh, I love that. That's unlike a lot of stories that I've heard from like other generation above us parents of people just being like, you're never really ready. It was like, oh, okay.
Right.
So that's great to hear. That's lovely. I love that.
Yeah. Everything was all part of the plan.
Damn, though, if I was with a woman and wanted to get pregnant, I would have to find the father, like the sperm, not the father, but the sperm donor.
Or adopt. It's all just a process. Yeah.
I would have to choose. My friend JP, we have a lot of lesbian couple friends, and he has offered to one of them to be the sperm donor. And I'd be like, that's awesome. So smart, emotionally intelligent, because all of the sperm in the sperm of the father comes, LOL, all the trauma as well. Trauma is inherited through the sperm.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How you know that?
I don't know. I don't know, but I believe it. I actually do believe it.
Yeah, I just imagine a guy jizzing and the sperm coming out screaming. Oh, get me out of there.
The sperm doesn't have trauma. The sperm carries the trauma.
Same shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn, what would it take for me to be ready to have a kid? I think I like your and Chia's approach of having the time for the relationship to develop organically and then make the next step towards commitment, because that's still a part of me, the traditional kind of be married then have kids thing. So I like the fact that you did that for 2 years, and then I like that you have your own time. Same thing with my sister and her husband. They had their own time.
Yes.
Before kids were in the picture.
Important.
That is, I need that. And then after that, I don't know what it would take. I guess I fear so hard. I'm so queasy. I cannot get my blood taken without fainting. It's bad.
Yeah.
I think I might die. I think if I tried to give birth, I will die.
Get the epidural. It'll be straight.
I need more than an epidural.
Give me the drugs, man.
Give me everything you have. Yeah, and also just not eating sushi for 9 months.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I'm I don't know if I could do it. But if I was with my best friend and they had my back, and we both weren't eating sushi and we both weren't drinking, I think I need solidarity.
I feel it.
I remember I was dating this other guy once. It was kind of like a situationship, and he joked about having kids. And we both, this was during party phase, and so we were smoking weed. And I was I can't not smoke for 9 months. And then I was if we had a kid, I would want you to not smoke too.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's crazy of a thing to say, solidarity, but he was if you're not smoking, I'm going to need 2 joints.
Yeah, to balance out the world. Yeah, because look, I mean, I like his thought process, because if it's 2 of us not eating sushi,
right,
then that's so the fish population would overflow.
Yeah, we really have to balance out those
Dude needs to eat double the sushi.
Yeah, but I kind of don't. I want someone to be so down for me that they'd be if you're going through it, I'm going through it.
Nah, I get it.
I think that's what it would take.
How about he just promises to gain 30 pounds with you?
Gain 30 pounds? That's it? That's so easy for a guy to do. No.
Oh yeah, man. You know what? I can't remember if I gave up anything when she was pregnant.
That is a man's world.
Yeah, we
Wow.
got it easy for sure.
You guys have it so easy.
But you know what? We gotta be the providers, and we have to swallow any type of emotional. Here's
Do you have to?
I say that jokingly, but we did also, like, we were recommended like a family therapist during when, like, I forget if it was through the doula or through who it was, and we were having a meeting when she was pregnant, and I said something where I was like, yeah, you know what, and I get it, like, if I'm feeling upset about something, like, I just kind of gotta, like, swallow my feelings right now because she is pregnant, I'm taking care of her. And she was like, no, you shouldn't have to do that.
Dude, she's the coolest. I already knew that, but every story you tell me, I'm
But
like,
she didn't say that. The therapist said that.
oh.
Yeah, that wasn't Chia.
Okay, yeah.
That was
Right.
the therapist. The
Yes.
therapist was like, no, you shouldn't have to do that.
Yes.
Your feelings are still valid.
Yes.
And I was like, thank you.
I know.
But I was kind of like, I was kind of, you are made to feel like, no, you don't have room to feel anything right now because your wife is going through it. You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
And so when she said that, I was like, oh, well, that's nice.
That is
Thanks,
nice. Therapists are the best.
Yeah.
That's another thing. What would it take for someone to, like, me to have a kid with someone, them having a background, not a background in therapy, but, like, having been to therapy and worked on their specific stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because that's important. And you know what? Like, kids does change the relationship. It does.
Right.
And I feel like if you are a couple that has trouble, like, communicating,
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna fuck you up. You need to be able to, like, even as good at communicating as me and Chia always have been, like, there are times where it's like, wow, you know what, we probably could have nipped that in the bud way earlier, and we didn't need to be as passive aggressive with each other for like a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you were focused on your kids now, and it's easy to accidentally, like, neglect each other, or you feel like, this isn't worth bringing up. You got to worry about the kids. Like, we don't need to bring this up, and then it becomes something that you should bring up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, if you definitely have to be with somebody that you are able to communicate with when you're in the thick of it,
Damn.
Yeah.
In the thick of it.
Yeah.
What, now that you have kids, what would you tell your younger self to prepare for them? Or, like, a thing that you've learned now that would have helped you prepare for anything that you've experienced so far?
With the kids?
Yeah.
I would tell my younger self that, first of all, you should give the baby, give them some different food to eat in the beginning, so she's not such a picky eater.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Veda's a little pickier.
That's really funny.
And I would also say that, and everyone says this, it's like, like you like you said, you're never like ready for it. Like, you can be ready in different ways.
Yeah.
But there's always things that you tell yourself that, like, you will do in certain situations, and then when you're there, it's like everything kind of flies out the window.
Right.
And I think, if you're not a patient person, thank God I'm a patient person, because like it's easy to kind of forget who you are when you're, like, pushed to the edge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had never heard Chia raise her voice until we had kids.
Oh.
Like, we've never had any type of loud exchange.
Interesting.
But then, like, with the babies, like, she has to be the one that's like, enough, because that's not really in me a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? And it's good that she's there to do that. Because sometimes I just have a hard time, especially with baby girl.
Yeah.
Like, raising my voice, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be like a pushover dad, but, like, I just sometimes it's hard, man. It's hard to really, like, reprimand her sometimes.
Oh my God, you just gotta like get a printout of Q's face and then put it on her and then like, go to your room.
My boy, I'm like, hey.
Yeah, you gotta toughen her up. Don't. This is what happens when you toughen up a girl. Too much.
I don't know, man. It's daddy issues either way.
Yeah, some sort of issue.
At the very least, it won't be the daddy issues where she's seeking the validation of other guys. At least she'll know that daddy was always there for her, you know?
Yeah.
So there's that.
Lit.
Lit.
Great job at being a good dad.
I'm trying, man. Thank you.
I love that for you.
I appreciate it.
All right, well, I think we did a great job helping.
I think so.
Okay, go on vocal rest until the next time.
Well, thanks for tipping, Megan.
Thanks for tipping, Tim.
And thank you guys for watching another episode of Thanks for Tipping.
Thanks for tipping. Send us your voice memo and we'll help you on the next episode.
Bye.